And we're live. So let's see what happened in the markets today. Today is January 15th and the Dow climbs again. The Dow climbs 156 points. Let's take a look at it. Let's jump to the charts right here on my computer. So here we see the intraday chart of the Dow, and as you can see this morning we started pretty well. So this is what happened here this morning as the markets opened. On the left hand side of the chart, China said that they will provide fiscal stimulus for their slowing down economy, and traders were excited. But then there was this pullback. After this, markets were going up. Then around 2 o'clock, news from Europe came that the British Parliament voted overwhelmingly against Prime Minister's Theresa May's Brexit deal. Stocks pulled back, but then came right back. So the Dow up 156 points for the day, 0.6%. S&P, same deal here, as you can see, very similar to the Dow movement, up 28 points, almost more than 1%, and the NASDAQ climbing 2%. So almost 2% up here, the NASDAQ, 128 points. Well, the NASDAQ today was led by Netflix. Let's take a look at this. Netflix today, the big winner. Netflix announced that they will raise subscription prices and markets liked it. Let's just zoom out here a little bit. Let's go to a daily chart. As you can see, Netflix got hammered here a little bit in September, October, November, but is nicely climbing back here. By the way, Netflix gave us a very nice entry signal here on PowerX Analyzer. So let's take a look at Netflix here. Today, Netflix was up, let's just go back here and see Netflix up 6.5%. So definitely a big jump. Now, Netflix gave us an entry signal all the way back here in the beginning of January already. And as you can see, wonderful, beautiful winning trade if you had traded it according to the PowerX strategy. Now a re-entry and nicely up here because the re-entry was at 320.6. And right now Netflix is trading at what? 354, so $34. That's almost 10% up here. All right, what else happened today? Well, some earnings reports. We had JP Morgan reporting. Let's see, JP Morgan as well as Wells Fargo, both a little bit weaker than expected. However, looking pretty good for JP Morgan. So let's take a look at this. JP Morgan slightly up for the day. JP Morgan up 0.73%. Wells Fargo, on the other hand, close a little bit lower, down 1.5%. Oops. So let's see. What else? So let's take a look at the overall picture. So where do we stand from the beginning of the year? What are the indices doing right now? I mean, the S&P is actually nicely up. All the indices are up for the year. In fact, they all broke through some key levels. Let's jump back to the charts. Let's take a look at this here really quick. So when we go to the S&P right now, trading above a key level, which is 2600, right now trading at 2610. The NASDAQ also here trading above a key level, and the key level for the NASDAQ is 6600. Nicely trading above here. The Dow Jones trading above 24,000, another key level. So looking good, and looking at our indicators here, all indicators are now confirming that yes, we are in an uptrend. Now, how long will it last? Who knows? Because let's jump back here. We have more earnings that are being reported, and so we have a slurry of earnings coming tomorrow. So tomorrow we have Bank of America, we have BlackRock, we have Goldman Sachs, PNC Financial, and US Bancorp. So again, the financials are reporting tomorrow. What else on the focus? Definitely an eye on China, seeing what's happening there. Keeping an eye on Europe, but as you can see, today's Brexit, not a whole lot news here. Stocks recovered quickly. Doesn't seem to have much of an effect here on traders. Seems that more are concerned about China. Anyhow, a quick, how many minutes do we have here? Quick 5-minute summary of what happened in the market so that you are informed. Okay, this was the summary for today, January 15th, and I'll be back tell you what happened tomorrow. I'll see you then.